What's up, guys, and welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday. Feels good to be alive. We're here in the Jade Citadel. This is the T4 raid. Age of Conan, Saga of Zath server. We're about to jump right into it. And if you just give me a second to get set up. Got my coffee, got my water. I have to get TeamSpeak up here as it is a raid, so we're going to hear a couple of voices other than mine. And they're just going to take us through the process.
Connected.
If you have any questions, feel free to shout out in chat, and I'll do my best to answer them. And let's get going.
Channel switched.
Hi-ho, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh. Mark, you probably should do it before the servers are merged, otherwise this character is going to be renamed player 123675.
Ooh, that's a good plan. I want that.
Oh, it's gonna be alternative character of Server 6.
I'm gonna name it Attention, by the way. We all know witches often say pay attention. So.
When is the merge? 15th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have to delete my placeholder character from for that.
Mm-hmm. Get ready for the 10-year anniversary.
Okay, let's see. Yanni, would you be so kind to do some kiting, maybe? No, it's a boring job. Thanks. Let's see, where's that? There. Heal Beth.
I'm having some issues with my settings. Guess I'll just have to roll this way.
Group 4 will be on the left side when the runners are up and handling the ads over there. Rest will be on the right, so everyone over there, please do pay attention to Skype's first priority being close on the boss when it's called. And for the squishies, avoid the cyclone, I'll call it out as well.
Which group you said on the left door?
Number 4.
Okay.
Tom, should you notice that you have DPS spare, which I think you might, then let me know and I'll pull one away from that group.
Oh, I'm going on left door.
Door tonight. Closing the gates will be Neftori on the left and Fail Ranger on the right. Actually, stupid. Quick AFK check all up the stairs to make sure that I'm not talking to myself. Promising.
I'm talking to my buddy in Sweden right now, and he said he had pizza yesterday, so I'm asking him what Swedish put on pizza, fish chocolate or socialized medicine, and he says fermented fish and meatballs.
I
knew it.
Will be
I knew it.
Rada. Via any kites. Again, group 4 on the left side, please check where you're at, make sure that we get 6 people over there. Don't die on ants, and then let's get going.
Actually, why haven't you posted your swiftly?
Go, go. Some tank running first.
Why haven't you
And
posted
here we
your
go.
swift yet? You know people
Ouch.
use-
You shot right at me. No, see now my hotbars are all messed up. Every time I try and adjust my video settings, it messes with my UI. It's really irritating.
Close them.
This isn't too bad. Usually with all my particles on, it's real bad.
Okay,
I
go.
kind of nerfed them a little bit. I'm not sure if there's a computer in the world who can do this fight smoothly with all particles on.
Sorry, I was distracted by losing which
Get ready. Okay, group 4 is on the left. In case someone hasn't heard it yet, the group 4, by the way, is on the left side. Close the gates.
The middle? Okay.
Oh my god, somebody's
Group
hammering
4.
in my building.
all his fault.
It wouldn't be a lazy,
Hit the hiding.
quiet weekend without somebody hammering something.
It's all that moving. You can't hear.
Okay, again, group 4 on the left, the rest on the right.
Group 5?
Is it the left if you're looking what way?
Okay.
Where your thumb is left.
Spare tanks, don't let the archers take down our squishies, I'm running the tank on them.
Let's do a little spell weaving. I love the DPS, what can I say? There we go. Crit big or go home.
If your squishies stay away from the boss first, there will be a cyclone early on. Cyclone. Sky Pierce all in, come close. And then get that runner.
Run left.
%.
Cyclone.
Beep. Saw that mark.
Hold on control.
Run left.
Help to them on the other.
Nah, no. It's fine.
Runner. Pierce on the runners first.
You just have to time with the sky pierce that you have to run over.
Sky Pierce. Cyclone.
Runner.
Yep.
don't that's
Cyclone.
run left.
Come close for the
Sky Pierce.
I'm running wide. You done?
Escape. The boss is mine.
Also 9%, so looks like if you need the upgrade for the kill, get close. Or you better run quick.
Okay, done.
There we
And
go.
now our favorite cutscene.
Yay!
Herman.
And that's a boss.
It's as entertaining as Amphitheater of Caratonia, but at least here you don't bug. So.
No, you jinxed us all.
Yeah,
Come.
we called it Herman. He's fixed
Yeah.
the door and now he's breaking it again.
And Ambrosia, we used to call him Herman. I don't know why, but
Okay. Yeah, I guess it could work. Okay, there is at least. Is everyone on TeamSpeak? I never checked.
Yes.
24.
I'm not.
Wonderful. So I know there's at least one person that hasn't joined our raids before, so loot rules are fairly simple. You need on items of your class if you need them. You pass, otherwise there is no greeting for money on the first roll. If stuff stays in the box, I'll reopen it and then everyone can greed. Also, if you want an item, you pass for further items. Again, if stuff stays in the box and you had to pass because you want an item already, then you can need after that again. Don't miss loot. Good luck. I knew it. Toss wrists. Priest earn. I never get to earn my toss. And tank gloves.
It's good smelling now you switched.
Was like that last week too. Both the two pieces that I needed dropped. The gloves and the wrist.
Could you pay me in advance?
Okay, so healers have stat for space, DPS don't pull aggro no matter what. Remember it's an aggro reset 75, 50, 25%. Need 2 people for the ballistas. How about Nefturi, you go on the left side and...
No, I'm on the right side.
Okay, then you go on the right side. Hell
Read
if
the
I
chat,
care.
please.
I never read chat, you should know better.
Nefturi and King Kong ordered by Luge.
Ooh, awesome. You guys are... I'm shocked. Alright, I guess ballistas are sorted, run out on your own, and wait till the first petrifying gaze is through and tanks are unpetrified to not pull. Let's go.
Oh, ooh, we're starting already?
Oh,
I like
and let's
this.
see, one healer. Clarissa, stay behind the boss, be backup in case healers get petrified. Make sure you don't
Stop.
petrified as well.
Yeah, okay.
DPS stay out. We can keep him there, it's close enough.
Don't stand in the blunt if you don't have to. So, nice to be.
Luckily I'm in the fingers.
Perfect. Last rebuff from moment.
Get ready for ballistas. 77, 76. Oh, yeah, it's still close enough. Shoot. And moving.
I think that was a hit, Rish.
I think so. The impact area is a lot bigger than
And the
the
animation.
animation is. Get ready and shoot now.
And you
Ow.
No?
Still
Ah,
fighting,
crap.
still got it.
Been just
Yeah, that-
outside of it.
That's good.
It was a bit of a dodgy deal. Okay, let me know if you're ready on the left side again.
Oh god.
Until then, we keep kiting. He was so positioned, nice positioned in the beginning.
Perfect.
That should be
Nice.
it.
There we go. Leva's still petrified. Nicely
Let
done.
them play.
Shoot, I'll leave it because I don't deal with runs today, so I'll probably talk a lot of nonsense. Didn't
They're
feel
used
like
to it
it,
from Mark's
but
rates, don't worry.
Also, I think we are being captured, right? So the world see.
don't turn him too much. Just kind of close together.
Ouch.
Nicely done. Get ready on the right. And shoot. There we go.
No!
Ah, typical.
That wouldn't move my bit.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, keep him there.
Hello. Just sitting here.
And what about me?
Ah, shoot. Turned right at me.
Petrified him back.
Yeah, I guess I wish staying with that.
Oh, I didn't see you back there.
Thank you.
I think I'll get one shot at now behind the
I'm
boss and petrified.
Notorious petrified as a ballista.
Yeah, I got him.
No, not really, all the way back to the left. In the heal area.
Yeah, I'm just.
Say what percent, what percentage is?
32.
I'll be back up. Ah, good. Next minute is back. Good.
Get ready. 27. Freshty, can you get Rada, please? Get ready on the other side. And shoot. And Morse Glaive, you get Renat the Trap.
Air basilisk!
Not bad.
Yeah, we are improving. Best imp kill on Saga.
Well, 2 dead. Perfect would be no one dead.
Yeah, we usually have 14, 16 dead.
Oh, that's not true. It wasn't, but we had that too. Good luck everyone. Remember, if you want an item, you pass money. What's that? That's ranger gloves, hawk's wrists, and a major.
Who would it bring their hawks? This would have been yours.
Oh, we don't have a hawk's, do we? Come to
Nope.
think of it. Oh, I guess now a couple people passed, so I'll pass, but for future loot, if hawk stuff drops, you can grade right away.
You mean to tell me you don't like EA, Mark? With their brilliant and consumer-friendly business practices?
Someone's not looting. Everything's still in the box. That orb bugged out. Oh, here we go. Okay, reopening the box and then everyone can greed. There we... Oh, it did bug out. I guess in that case, if you still need something, for example the major, and then go for it. But you can greed on the ranger gloves and Hawk's wrists.
I mean, I think after a certain point financially, you can't really trust gaming companies at all. I mean, I'm sure there are outliers and such, but I mean, if you really want gaming companies that care about their clients, you have to look indie, right? I mean, Funcom's is maybe the example. Well, no, obviously Funcom doesn't have the track record that EA has with loot boxes and such, but still pretty bad. I heard that
But people did greed. Why isn't it working?
Germany just made loot boxes illegal, right? They said it was a form of gambling, and that it was like something that could be basically targeting youth, which I thought was interesting and really good, really brilliant. Hopefully that'll catch on.
2 tanks for tanking the boss volunteering in raid chat now. Yeah. Okay, Rada's 1 and gunned.
You can off-tank Mark if you want.
I think last time, you know, I took the first hit it has almost every time and it reported faster.
Okay, if you need a buy or something to drink or something, now is a good time for it, because I need to rearrange groups a little bit.
Oh, here's my visual bug. My imp visual bug back. That's so weird. It's not on Crom either, it's only on Saga.
Nice to get 30 simple relics from one of those pots.
I need to do more farming of the factions so I can like bunch up the moss and buy lots of potions.
Yeah, in this server it's easy to get 1,000 a day.
Yeah, I had like over like 7,000 Mark of Acclaims and I didn't do that much of the faction, but now I have only 4,000 because I also bought the AA pots. I should buy before, but I didn't. I think, you know, there was like
speaking of A's,
XP or
let's look at my timers.
×2, you know, every time you
that's taking forever.
AAs, you know, you didn't, you was getting the double, so instead of 3 and 1, you was getting 6 and 2. So yeah, I wasn't thinking about that. But I definitely nerfed tier 4 relics and the dragon tiers because I've been doing like, at least sometimes I was farming a bit and I haven't got even 1 dragon tier and not even like the rare relic, the tier 3 one. I just bought one for 200 and I got like 2.
Yeah, on the Necro I haven't got 1 dragon tier, I need to buy them. But on my POM I got 6 when I did the first raid finder quest.
Mm.
So in the first those pots there, I get 6 in a row.
Wow.
So for those that aren't AFK, I put the group set up in raid chat. Check your groups, check where you're at, and then go to the...
I'm in group 4, so I'm on the right side.
Looks like almost everyone is back. Ran up a trap. You're in group 2, so you should be on the left side.
Oh, I got that visual bug at the far end of the room as well.
Fail Ranger, I need you to tank the
That's
plant over here.
interesting.
And you learned your group Pomeranian.
Yes.
You'll keep him healed. I'll help out here. Shouldn't be too bad since the boss won't be on this side. And DPS on the right side, kill Failed Ranger's plant first. Then go for the others. And if Tori, you know, kill the red pollen in this spot first and then go help out. And Clover, say you keep an eye on the other 2 tanks, Crush TNB, and should they actually need a heal.
Rightio.
They probably won't, then make sure they'll get it.
No worries.
Let's see, ran up the trap is there. Mars Glyph, take the middle plant, please. And leave us over there, wonderful. Quick bounce and check.
Boss isn't ready, he doesn't jumping.
Oh, no, we have to wait. Okay, most importantly, the 2 tanks, Gand and Rada, you ready? Where are you? Oh, over there. Okay, well then let's get started.
Where's the music? I've got no combat music. Oh, there it is. that was such a weird couple of seconds to be in a fight and just nothing.
Keep an eye on the
User disconnected from your channel.
Disconnected, so someone be ready for that middle plant from the left side. He's not in position.
Leave us going down. What's happening over there? Raj? Anyone? So,
alright.
Do you have DPS spare, or were you cutting it?
That's
close
one round.
to
We gotta go do this 8 more times.
Still alive, one.
So now he puts plants down, and we have to kill the plants.
Oh, go on the boss, and then run up the traps plant first.
mark like if you receive in a good spot at least.
If we don't kill the plants, they basically start one-shotting the nearest enemy, so there always has to be a tank, or in this case we're kind of light on tanks, so we got a ranger with a sword and shield up on this plant, and it's working out. There we go. Nope, looks like he's up. That's a little untimely.
Phosphorus.
See, we can't leave this plant until it's down. There we go.
I have to kill too many plants, guys. For this moment. Oh shit.
Malevolenza, do you have spark?
No, sorry. Just use it.
Which side are you on?
So he's gonna come by and heal up this plant.
Right side.
And make it enrage.
It's not here anymore. So right side really was.
I'll stay on the left and attack that plant.
Alright, he should be okay for the moment. I gotta focus on the ranger since he's not a tank.
User joined your channel.
Wait, right side. Freshy should be with you. Can you get Malevolenza?
There's no DPS on the right side, I can go with it on the left side.
I think it's left struggle, but not sure.
That should do it for that plant. Nice. We got those down quicker this time, so now I can focus on the boss. Here he is.
So we're pretty heal on the Annie.
Perfect. So now he's going to run around, he's going to buff his plants or replant them, and port back over to the other room where they're going to do the same thing.
Okay, left side is more than okay now. Mark, I think you should be able to go back with the boss next time.
Alright.
The sword and board for the ranger is working out. He had his bow out, and I was like, you got your sword and shield, that's probably going to save your life if you do that. He's barely taking any damage. Of course, he has 2 healers on him, but still. Those plants can hit relatively hard. When they're buffed, not in their current state.
Okay, time for me to wind buff this boss. I hate this boss.
Looking good. Here's the boss. That was perfect timing.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, it's a bit like meditating and clearing your mind of everything.
Tanks are swapping aggro real well. That's what it's all about. We always have good tanks. That's I will say that about these raids. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say, but it's really nice to have good tanks.
You could call it Mark the Angry Gardener, maybe?
Mark and the Angry Gardener.
And then rinse and repeat. It's a this is a really repetitive fight. It's probably the most boring fight in here. Although the fight after this is pretty close.
really dislike this boss the most.
A lot of the fights in here have actually been nerfed. They used to be far more difficult for various reasons, which, depending on who you ask, is a good or a bad thing.
What posts? What did you do?
Oh no.
No, you know,
This
where
plant
people
isn't even hurt.
People dislike you for making such a thing.
No, they dislike. There was so many that had this boss as the least favorite.
Ah, yeah, no surprise there.
Yeah. These are bosses can be fun when you're in cost or thing.
I
For a second.
still think your answer is
If no one takes over, I'm
French
down.
bridge though.
%15%.
Yeah, good for shit. Oh, too.
But it doesn't take half of the time you spend here.
It can.
Yeah. Guys, please don't hit the box until Mars left is
Keep
back
him
in.
on this yard. Should we not take him down right away, irritate him, and keep him here. Just the tanks on the plants and kill
Already
him.
irritated now.
Can you irritate so I have only 16% hit rate? So.
Sure.
Actually, why am I tanking this plant then? Oh well.
Don't hit the box until Mars life is back.
I think that should be it. They might kill him on this round. Yeah, he's down.
There we go.
We should be
Nice.
able to-
Yep, stay away from the box.
Nice.
There we go, he's in.
Oh yeah, this is the breakable, so he should...
Yeah, he's...
Yeah, you can alt for this one. So he'll get loot. Okay, he's moving. Kill the box.
it's there.
we already did it!
Aww.
We saw he was red and we just...
I just wanted to make sure you didn't crash again. Anyway, good luck everyone. Priest urn. I knew it. Pump plus gloves. And ranger belt.
I need to run out.
Everyone can read on the architecture recipe.
Nah.
Check if you have pollen.
I'm not an architect. I'm not going to be building any guild
Yeah,
cities
I'll have to zone
anytime
as
soon. I've already done that.
Zone out. Die. If we have some left to report, we might all die. That's anyway.
Okay, looks like the belt stayed in the box. I'll be open it.
Running away. I'm just getting behind the red.
And then everyone can be...
Oh, all the
Look,
deeps.
everyone. And let's see, we need 6 volunteers for 600. That's 4 so far, and 2 more.
Oh, I knew I was gonna get fucking killed there. I was just doing all the deeps, and after that fear, that's the worst part about when people fear stuff like that. You saw them all break and run around. tanks lose aggro. I mean, when they're running during that period, all the DPS is still hammering on them, but all the tanks can't do anything, so they just have to wait. I mean, I guess that's on me. I should have cooled off a little bit, but whatever.
Nice, Tom. One more.
I guess I'll just run back.
It's really not far to run, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks, Mark. So we have our 6-man roof.
Aww.
QQ?
Goodness.
Oh, I lost my demon form. Boo.
Heal, Beth, you should probably relog or run out because you have a debuff on you that you need to get rid of. So you have to go out to the lobby and come back in. I think you have a twist fire, or am I seeing things wrong? You go to the lobby and where you entered and just come back in again.
Drop Nefturi.
I see it on unlock, but people are... Am I...
I still have it as well, but I think I was first.
I see it on Tini and Yaga and... Saga and...
They're all eager to kill ads.
Bounce expecting white, expecting permission to leave mark in charge.
Oh, that's rude.
That's what you need to get rid of it before
Listen to the flute, Mark.
You guys just keep killing. Don't do anything stupid.
Oh, Mark, just like in Dragonspine, listen to the flutes. When you hear flutes playing, you're at the right spot.
What?
Listen to the flutes.
Actually,
Are we fighting on the stairs now? Alright.
I wish I wasn't.
I wasn't.
Oh god. Can I... Yep, stun this guy. Perfect. I wasn't sure I'd be able to because he's kind of off to my left, but it worked out. He's just in my field of casting.
Remember on your phone, I had
I crit him so hard. See, yeah, now he's behind me. I can't hit him. There we go.
Yeah, that must be me. But holy shit.
Okay, let's avoid these dogs.
I can imagine that being a pain on a Sin. I never tried.
Let's avoid these dogs.
Do some poison. Go out, run. Same.
Yeah, check your guts.
Dog somewhere else.
It's mine.
It's a green icon.
Almost the next boss. As exciting as killing trash is, it's not. Although it is fun to just kind of get to unload on stuff. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of DPS in the boss fight. Oh, Jesus.
That's clever.
Why are we pulling everything? What is happening?
Up the kill. Okay.
This raid, man, just too eager. Too eager to kill stuff we don't need to be killing.
I think
Guess puppies are naturally scary.
I think the other one reset. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay, oh yeah, who wants to tank?
Thank you.
Alright, so the next boss is going to be in this room.
Incoming.
Basically, the first two
Okay,
people
then
in are going to
run
be
and
number 1 and number 2 on the aggro list, so it
first.
always has to be tanks. So we're going to send those guys in a moment. And how this fight's going to work is there's going to be a series of switches on the
Okay, now
floor.
everyone else.
And a series of basically light panels up all around the room. You'll see them in a second. Here's the switches, and then these light panels all around the room. Each of these light panels has a constellation on it, and if you look up, you can see we're kind of in
Well, yeah,
like a
like
space room.
I had that last week.
And this is called the Zodiac fight. So one of these panels, this gold panel right here, is going to light up periodically, and depending on what the panel shows, we're going to have to all, as a raid, do a series of combinations on the floor.
If you hear your name in TeamSpeak, then please put the number I tell you in raid chat. It will be your position for the 12th.
So as you can see, we have little scripts here to tell us where to go, to help us coordinate.
Slacker.
Yeah, well.
Galadriel, number
So
1.
she's just gonna coordinate everybody. Probably be a couple of minutes before we get the fight going. Just because we have to coordinate and make sure.
What?
Just to make sure that everyone knows where they're gonna be standing.
No, those are two different characters. They're just annoying.
It was the best fight in the game before the nerf. Yep, I was actually just talking about that. This fight used to be really, really difficult. You get lots of time now in between phases. There's 4 phases, one for each season.
I had a lot of fun with that.
And you used to not be able to
So did we.
have a break in between phases, so you had to burn through them.
Barbara.
Which used to be very challenging. Now the phases kind of end and you have time to breathe and stuff. There's a couple of other nerfs too, weren't there? It wasn't just that.
Malevolence.
But welcome to Stream Spix.
Vianney 5. Healabeth 6. Wait.
Who's doing the meteor?
Oh, Vianney is doing the meteor, right? And then of course Healabeth, you'll take number 5. We leave Vianney out
Symbols
of it.
were moving. Oh, I didn't know that, really? That must have been before my time.
Ipsfire 6. Morse Life 7.
Do you mean like up around the edges?
Run
Do you mean these, the
protect.
different ones on the walls were moving and flashing?
Kuyaga 10. Yes, this is 5. I'm not sure if I understand the question.
Yeah, I think she might need an explanation of the thing, Rush.
On the first boss it is 5.
That's the number 5.
Oh, that's what. Okay, yeah, I can explain in a second. Barry, you take 11. No, wait, aren't you in the 6-man group?
Yeah, I'm 5 in the 6-man.
6-man group. Then, of course, you don't take it. Fell Ranger, you take 11. Garage, you take.
Call symbols where you place the bosses on. No, I don't. I mean, if that was how it worked, yeah, I don't know.
Don't step on
I don't have one yet. I can take that stop.
Leva, you'll take.
We still have to do that. We still have to do the 2 different debuffs.
Okay.
We have two. We're gonna have two different groups.
But
You can
just
see
to
them setting
report
up the
your referrals,
12-man,
the way
which
it works,
initiates each
if you have the
phase.
script open-
Sound muted.
Each phase is going to be initiated by the 12-man group, but we get a breather in between them so they can set up again in between. And we have a 6-man group, which I'm going to be on, which during each boss fight we're going to get switching symbols, and we need to do smaller puzzles to solve those symbols, or we're going to take either debuffs, slows, damage, or some other bullshit. So yeah, we're still going to be doing that. Oh, okay. Wow, really? That sounds intense.
Sound
I haven't
resumed.
done it yet. I'll just let someone else do it. Speaking of which, I didn't put myself on the...
The 4 symbols used to move
puzzle.
around the room
Raj,
all the
I'll
time. You had
take
to
your
CC
spot.
lock them
I'll
on
take
top of
number
the
12
boss.
so that I can finish it off.
That sounds crazy. I don't even I
So
can't even
Nick,
get my
your
head around
character's in
that.
position. Thanks. Can you jump quick or something rather wonderful? Then let's get started. And Mark, you call the 6-1 group.
You mean, so when you say symbols, do you mean the little
Here we go.
the little floating sprites? These?
Oh,
The,
we've got
you're talking
the
about
first
these,
position
aren't you?
first.
These used to move.
Take it, please.
Firebird.
That's interesting. And they nerfed it? I don't understand Funcom sometimes. I mean, I know people were complaining.
Oh, I guess that was Oh, it didn't light up, and it didn't get a problem.
So here's the question. Is this an example of listening to the community too much?
Yeah.
Because that's always the balance, right? You need to listen to the community to see what they're saying as far as like what your game is going to be. But you know, after a point, you gotta make your own decisions with your game. So you gotta wonder, because everyone I talk to now is like, the fight used to be so much better. It used to be way cooler before the nerf. But I mean, they nerfed it for some reason, right?
But you have to do it often anymore, so...
I mean, this is the complicated question.
Exactly. Firebird. Quick.
Nice job on the 6-1 group.
You sound surprised.
No, no.
Nice. I'll have to check that out. It's a good idea.
Okay, to your positions for spawns and boss.
Right, cannot run over other pads.
Step on your pads as soon as you get there. And don't run over my pad while you're moving towards it. Okay. Tanks are in position.
Huh.
Rihanna is in position.
Here we go.
Well, how would you have changed it? I guess. Like, what would the move have been if you were gonna do like a smaller nerf?
Force as soon as you can. Remember when you bug it out so you can cross any pockets?
Yeah, I still don't know how he did it.
My theory is you go in here to learn explaining and writing and you run out of spell. Okay, this time we have to do lore.
Sounds boring.
You're saying my explanations are too long.
No, that you can go on then.
Only the
There
German
we go.
ones, because you looking for the
Nice.
words all the time.
Yeah, there's that. Not for me, it wasn't.
Oh no, I tried to write and read it to write.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the Swedish explanation.
I'll check it out after this fight.
I'll save that for
Maybe just stop the symbols from moving around the room to start, then if it's needing more nerf, remove the +2 extra buff you need to set for each boss. Interesting.
Yeah, we have to do one more, so get ready.
Yeah, it sounds like the movement of the symbols was the big thing that was killing people. Is it this one? It's this one. There we go. Boss number 2.
Winter Quest is next.
$10-minute enrage total,
From here, Yanni is.
or 10-minute enrage
position,
per
turns out.
per spawn.
Also ready. Here we go.
Yeah, he did good, rather.
Now we will do
10 minutes total. Jesus.
As soon as we can. Go dragon. Love the snare too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like you would have to have. So what kind of gear, like, at that point? Because I mean, I'm obviously, like, I wasn't playing at during that period. Was 3.5 out at that point, or were people basically doing T4 with Toth gear?
I wonder if that's better. But I did. Does that help?
Yeah. Someone has to do. Okay, that's not even doing. Oh my god. Do we have to dragon?
Yeah.
Should be Viper now.
We did Bruce Lee.
Go.
In Katai and T3.
One
That's. I mean, at least you had Katai, I guess. I didn't even think about that. No one thinks about Katai anymore. Cause I mean, Katai gear can do T4. As long as you have, like, all your sins and Hawks' and Brittle Blade and such. Viper again. Yeah, that makes sense. Honestly, it sounds like the enrage timer was the biggest issue. Because I mean, when there's an enrage timer like that and you force DPS, you basically are forcing class stacking. You know, you're like, oh well, people, we need to bring 6 Necros in or whatever it is. So maybe if they like had just pushed that timer back a couple of minutes,
Someone so easily
it might have been a little bit more doable. Yep, then that was the next thing, is DTs. That means guards don't get a place in a raid.
Oh, that's
Okay,
before.
the Annie's ready, tanks are ready, here we go.
Oh my god, that sounds so stressful.
Someone's missing, let's see. It's spring.
Who was the first guild to get this all down anyways? Like who was the hot shit back then?
And it's Baboon.
Where am I? COE? Yeah, they're still around too. Not on Saga, but I think they're still on Crom. Although I had heard some rumblings that they were experiencing some issues.
What's that?
Let's actually kill Entity in Saga. I haven't done it yet.
COE is dead. Okay, yeah, that's what I heard.
Okay. Missing someone.
Missing someone?
Yeah, that's okay. Good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know the particulars. Well, Ivory Tower was the first to get Ethereum Fall down on Saga, so I guess that all makes sense.
Other than the Zath, for example.
I actually did that.
6 man, let's do one more, yes, 6 man.
Is this thing gonna change or what? There it goes. Same thing.
And it's wolf again.
Oops. By 2 days? Oh man, I'm sorry. No, you get another chance if they do another server.
Permanently for all the remaining Saga raids?
Except me. I know
what awaits. Clean kill.
That was it.
Kill the box once it's there.
Boring.
Oh yeah, it is that.
Need more mechanics in that.
I mean, I guess it's nice that they made T4 more accessible, but at the same time, I mean, with the launch of Raid Finder, like, T4 is
should be fine.
even more accessible, right? You can get relics out of there, and it's all super nerfed. What else we got? Okay, no, loot, pass. I already have this. This is tempting.
Ring, maybe.
Another heal rating ring. Oh, wait, is this better? Yeah, this is better. Screw it, someone else can have it.
Full plate wrists, so tanks on that.
I'm in a small North American guild called Meat Hook's Minions.
Why not?
This raid is actually not any particular affiliation. It's kind of a group of friends.
Oh, it does.
Word of mouth guild that kind of raids together every week. It's like members of Ambrosia, Gullible Gits,
yeah, but then we would have gone
and fruit vendors. So it's just a bunch of lovable idiots that gets together each week in raids, which is really nice. Like this, I'm doing it in what is, in my opinion, the best case scenario for raids in this game.
Yeah, I think we have 7 tanks, so we can.
Because I tried to do like top tier raiding. I was in Rec Next for a little bit,
doesn't work at
and
all, I'll have you swap back.
Man, just not to say that it was like bad, you know. They were very concise. It was just it's just a different environment, you know. It's just there. You got to be, and that's fine because that's top tier raiding. You got to be really you got to be really business oriented, but there's like always clashes
Who
of
had the lead? Was it you, Russia, or
personalities with stuff like that, and it gets kind of stuffy after a while.
Okay, you can grade now, or if you had to pass because
man,
you won
tank
an item
rot.
already, then you may need now if you're on a tank.
That's pretty rare.
Obviously.
Greed 100 for bracers.
2 minutes AFK.
Yep, go for it. People are swapping anyway.
Thanks for the follow, man. Welcome aboard.
Congrats, winners.
And I do regret not sticking it out, because I do want to do T6 more. You know, I want the gear, I want the loot, I want those fucking crazy purples. It just didn't work out that way, and it's fine. And it's not like Saga doesn't really have top tier, like nobody's farming T6 on Saga. You know, they got Ethereum Fall Down, and then that was it. They went back to Crom, or they're taking a break and waiting for the next server. So I'm where I want to be. You know, I'm getting my full tier 4. Server is gonna migrate in. Shoot, we're coming up on it, right? 3 weeks. 3 weeks. The server is gonna migrate. So I'll pop over there with a full tier 4 set, and I can start jumping in guild T5s and such. That's right, Mark. I expect T5 the moment we get back to Crom. The day we get back to Crom, we need to get T5 down. T5 is hard. It really is.
You still have a group with only one healer.
I had an easier time with T6, honestly. I mean, of course, I was playing with like super veterans and such, but T5, everyone's got to be so dialed in. Visi is just such a pain. You better not uninstall, Mark. You better not uninstall. What are you gonna play if you uninstall Age of Conan? You're gonna go back to Sniper Fury? You can't do that. Yeah, Yak's not too bad. Yak's totally doable. Everyone just has to like watch their stamina. And
now we have 3 healers in group 3, so every
and the DPS has to be on point. Actually, off tanks need to be on point. That's I think the off tanks have the hardest part, the hardest job in Yak. TBH. Managing those ads and like being able to take a couple hits. They have to do a lot of puppet wrangling. Heyday on Facebook? Yeah, I'm gonna start streaming Candy Crush. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, Mark. Quit AOC, start streaming Facebook games. I'm gonna go pro.
I'm back, sorry for the wait.
No worries. Yanni's still running anyway. Okay, quick AFK check. We all meet up at pond 5, please, where I'm bouncing.
That's pond 4.
4. Let's go pond 5, because I said pond 5 and pretend I wasn't there.
Hey, I was AFKing at this point.
Well, you're not any longer.
Nope.
Okay, I think that's everyone here.
I love this fight. It's one of my favorite in the games.
We have plenty of necros.
The mechanics, the environment.
That's 4. That's even 1 spare. That should be fine. For the pond assigned, on pond 1 will be.
I also love not being a tank on this fight.
We have some healers. I think I'll even assign healers.
Tanks are so locked in.
Wait. First, golem tanks. Who wants to do that? How about Nefturi and Marcellife, you two?
I am super curious to see what the next Saga server is going to be like, if they're going to make any changes or if they're going to go PvP with it.
Yes. Wonderful.
Or who knows, maybe they close it. Maybe this was like their last
so Pond 1 is leave
their last cash grab and they're just going to shut down the servers on us. You never know. You never know these days with MMOs. They're just so up in the air.
Pond 3 will be run up a trap.
You think?
Pond 4.
I think people might come back for it.
Who's left? Rada?
It'll be Age of Sins. We could put some posts on the forums. Just everyone has to play a sin on the PvP Saga server. No groups, no raids.
And Pond 5, hoping that there
just
won't be a golem
sins.
up at that stage. Nefturi, or if golems are up, then Rada, can you check Pond 5 first and go for 4 after?
Sure.
Okay. Healing, staying on the boss end with the tanks, will be me, Galad, how does that name continue? Galadriel, and Garage. All the other healers will be on the golems once they're up.
Woo!
And I guess that's about it. Christy, can you keep an eye on the golems and call for them?
I remember the RP servers. They had whole servers dedicated to RP. What a time to be alive. Well, Wakana, right? It was Wakana? I think that's what it was.
If you haven't yet. And I need to swap one thing. Okay, then let's get started.
The entity has shown me the way. My empire will be the greatest that ever was.
Lead.
Don't block the tanks.
Hey, that's my line. Don't block the tanks.
I think he goes to 80 before he ports. So, well, with this raid has a DPS. We could. I mean, this has just been a quick burn.
Bombs.
Yeah, there he goes. I'm turned around.
It's 2.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, this has just been a steamroll today. No wipes. Just pure burn.
Think you have seen pain? You think you have seen suffering?
Also, blades up.
Who's got this? Who's got this golem?
Bring them together.
What's going on? Keeping Clothies alive. That's what I do.
Possible kill on the boss.
Could be a blade too, start doing that.
Ooh, I don't want to get too close.
Block the tank. golems in like...
It's not one.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
There's golems.
Golems are up.
I pull in this. He's coming.
There's still gotta get this one down. There we go. There we go. Man, oh man, I don't even remember that. That's just too far back. I mean, I played at launch for 2 years, and I still don't remember that one. This is what happens when you get old. You start forgetting servers.
Every hurt that I take will be visited 100-fold upon the people.
Blade.
I was on Dagoth, I think was my first server. And I was just a wee lad. That's so crazy. It's so crazy to think about. And now we're down to 1, and it's been 10 years.
Golems up.
No way.
If you have a golem on, just run. Don't keep him in the middle.
Come on, get control. Oh my god. This is bad.
Where's the life? Get the palm up.
Okay.
I think it's...
Coming.
Oh, that was really close.
Oh,
yeah.
That was really close, man. I had to use all... I had to double condemn on that guy to get him down to 75.
Again, more slide, get Galadriel up, please.
Two palms dead? Good thing we have like 4 more.
Alright.
Merge to Akana, merge to Set, then finally merge to Krom. Yeah. Are you playing? Are you... Oh, no, no, no. Yeah. Are you going to be coming back for the next Saga, Texan?
You think you have seen pain? You think you have seen suffering?
Just trying to do
Yeah, that's kind of been the general feeling in meat hooks as well. Just nobody really. I think nobody wants to do the grind to 80 is what it comes down
There
to.
isn't anyone on palms.
Because it was fucking close every time.
If I die, the
Oh,
Empire
rather get team of up.
Get ready, get ready.
So I mean, Funcom's really gonna need to listen to the community and like figure something out.
Load.
Raid. Packed.
Oh, it spawned right on me, man.
Because we had a necro down.
Golems in town.
Mortal Affliction.
I mean, Funcom's really gonna need to sit down and ask the community what it would take to come back to another Saga server. Right, exactly. Ah, shit, I missed that Hawks. Oh, and I have aggro.
Mortal.
Stand.
Right. You're tapping the golem, we're gonna blow up.
Staying for mortal, guys.
Oh.
Are you not hearing me?
Whoa.
Don't kite golem. What's the problem?
What happened?
Suppose it's a wipe.
I think so we don't have the reses for it, and if we were cutting it close before, then
I think everyone lost focus for a moment there.
What do you mean? Are they kited before they hit 75%?
Yeah, this one was 90%.
They kite that once they have aggro. They pull aggro and they win.
Exactly.
I see. Yeah, don't keep them close.
Yeah, I don't know what the rewards would have to be to bring people back a second time, or if there even is such a thing.
Before they are actually.
Yeah.
Oh, it's DPS that.
What's up, Flatliner? Welcome back, bud. It's good to see you. Happy Saturday.
I was wondering why a tank would do that. Yeah, just hold back in the beginning. Steady and slow.
Yeah, people. I think Funcom also underestimated how fast people would like you guys would get through T6. I mean, it didn't even take you. You got it done in under 6 weeks, didn't you?
So it's.
By the way,
I will strip the skin from 1,000 children as a punishment for your crimes.
Projection phase or whatever, illusion phase or whatever they're called, and we get the golems. And
Oh my god! Was it really 3 weeks?
Have to
Holy crap, man!
Just make sure you're not.
That's a red eye rush. Is what that is.
Bring them close.
Which means Ivory Tower got it done in even less. Like
that should be fine.
That's crazy. I mean, I knew it was gonna be. I knew it was gonna be bad or good depending on who you ask. When people hit 80, in the first like what, like 12 hours of the game launching, they went and did the Vanheim grind or whatever. Like I logged in the second day, and people were already 80. I was like, holy shit, man. Good God.
Well, let's not overthink it. We've done it plenty of times. We'll do it again, but just, you know, if you pull, then you've probably done something to deserve it. Take it like a man, don't run around. Just
I mean, it took me.
The tank grabs it off you.
It took me about a month to get mine, I think, and I think I play more than most people. I can only imagine like what casual gamers are experiencing. I know there were a couple that just got their weapons. I don't know if anyone on Saga still doesn't have theirs. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple, but by now I figure people should be wrapping it up.
But I'll grab some to drink quick. I'll be right back. Didn't have a break yet.
So I guess my question for you is, was that fun? Because it sounds like it was fun to do the race. You know, and maybe maybe that's the move. You know.
For you, Joe, I need to stab something. My Stormman for a while, thank you. Get back. You're a Stormman. Good.
Maybe maybe Funcom should implement some sort of like leaderboards. Right, exactly. So like maybe maybe you do some sort of leaderboard UI where it's the first of X amount, you know, all men are different tasks on Saga server. I mean, I'm personally don't know if I want that kind of thing in a game.
Yanni, if you're didn't actually check your gear, but if you reckon you'll die easily, then just.
Oh, you're not mad, Mark. You love this.
Stay at distance when the golems spawn, and make sure to don't go in first. Survivability first over everything.
Right, exactly. So if
have so many reses and I'd like to save them.
So in its current state, the end game is T6 on Saga. So like a leaderboards could, you know, have different like leaderboard achievements for all kinds of things, not just T6. It could be other stuff. I don't know what that is.
Watch, I put you on healing, right?
Yeah.
Maybe like it's a new series of achievements that transfer over to Crom when it's over, like the person to collect the most pets, or the person to do the most achievements, or something like that. Would probably would be pretty cool.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just fill my glass and then we get started.
Most veneer killed. Most time spent dead. Would go to Mark. Mark would have most time spent dead.
Water.
Close. It's actually apple.
Yeah, like incentivize everything in this game. Like all the things.
Water.
First person to do all the Katai 6-mans. First person to complete full faction set.
Trying, but I can't.
I think that would make people play this game a lot more and play all the content a lot more. Even if it's kind of a cheese way to go, like if you're Funcom and you don't have a lot of resources to pour into kind of an older game, like I think that might help.
It's Malevolenza and
Malevolenza, yeah.
Just all come to me. Just want to make sure that
Healabeth, Tombstone.
And Axe Antenna.
Yeah, he's AFK because he's not moving. That's why I'm checking. Neftori, you're playing the flute. Does that mean you're there? Because technically that works without you being here.
Only for 20 seconds, sadly.
Okay. And Tom?
Yeah.
Also there. Then we're waiting for Helabeth and Kuyaga. That's one back.
I'm here.
Oh, you're there. Wonderful. Then again, all focus on surviving. AoE classes on the golems. Wait till their position, give the tanks 2-3 seconds.
You don't think they have them already?
Yeah, just be careful, don't go full nuke.
I mean, they're...
If you pull, don't quite. Go.
There are a lot of things, but I mean, I feel like even the kind of the most green guilds, if you have somebody that knows the fights, can get to the T6 weapons.
Blade.
They could always pug it. I still see a fair amount of pugs in global for Saga weapon raids. There was one earlier. Hilariously enough, I think Toth holds people back the most. It's not T3-5 or T4. It's mostly the Toth fight.
Number 2.
2.
33%. That's not bad.
There's gonna be golems when you run back.
No AoE in the middle. Careful there.
You have seen pain? You think you have seen
Blade.
suffering?
What is going on with these golems, man? You know it's bad when the palm has to pull golems over. Okay, that one's good. They're both good.
Cutting close again.
No, we are good count now.
Yeah, we have like, they're like 60%.
Oh god. I think it was smart of Funcom not to include Entity.
Blade.
There are so many ways that fight can go wrong.
Plus big heal.
Golem soon.
It's 3.
Just look at the raid finder, and you can kind of see how that's gonna end. Why are Hawks is dying?
Do you have a self-res?
Two.
One.
I didn't even think about that. Like, tosses need... You have to have a commanding spec. I mean, man, that would suck. Tanks would have to... Oh, shoot. Tanks would have to go and, like, leave the raid, go respec before the entity fight and after, like, all the Strom fight and all that shit. Oh my god, what a pain. What a pain. I think if they do it again, come on, stop dying, guys. Okay, that's it, I'm shimmering. Nope, palm went down anyways. That was real close again.
Palm BQ on the boss. I only put the toss on the golems. Oh, our palm died, that's why. Who has a res?
I do.
Get him up.
That's not it.
Take off Rada.
Where's Rada?
Rada, please. Tank.
Ah, shit. I tried to get my blessing of Mitra on him, but he died.
Are we golem soon?
I was saying, I think if Funcom does do this again, they're going to give us the extra specialization right at the beginning. I think they were smart to add it at the end.
Well, you need to be faster to... One of the golems is the same type for one time.
2 seconds to start again, good.
Well, let's see what we can do. If we wipe again, I'll make some changes. Grudge,
Yeah.
do you have a spark?
Nope.
Okay.
I've got a res.
2, I think.
It's 2. Yeah, 2.
Wait for a second till the illusions are down.
Are we golem soon? And pack run if it's ready also.
If I die,
affliction.
the Empire
Okay, get
dies.
Grudge up.
Golems?
Pack.
Think you have seen pain? You think you have seen suffering?
Blade, the golem is still on the boss. Whoever he's on, take him.
Oh god.
And he's back again.
And Barbara.
They're gonna make them.
See what you can do.
Yeah, well, it's gone, but it's horrible.
I had to straight up tank that golem with Handra Mitra up. I did not enjoy doing that.
Should be just tanks, right? And healers.
Yeah, only tanks and healers, no DPS on the boss when golems are up.
Blade.
People know that.
Mortal on Leva.
Golems and fire fish.
Okay, pawns.
I think Rish is... oh shit.
Golems up.
Rish is getting frustrated.
One golem. Bring the golem here.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see it.
Thanks.
Okay, that was good. That was good.
It's good.
These golems are making me crazy nervous, man. It looks like the DPS has kind of figured out not to go full burn when they pop.
Nothing I can do there.
Which is always a step in the right direction.
Someone needs to take his spot on Pond 2.
Okay.
Pond 2.
2.
Stick of further.
Golems in 8 or something.
Not one. Probably gonna have golems in a second. Great.
Golems.
You think you have seen suffering?
Oh god, he's on me. Why? Ah, they're good. They're good.
It's Pond 3.
Cardinals. Gurgi. Gurgi.
I had the last wave of illusions or whatever.
Still.
Palms are the best. Best tanks in the game, man.
Okay, golem tanks, stay away from the boss. You don't.
Mortal.
From 1,000 children as a punishment
Blade.
for your crime.
Golems soon.
Packed run.
You think you have seen pain?
Golems
you
are up.
think you have seen suffering?
Necros help out. It's fire damage now, so zero protection.
Get ready for pact.
Toss big heal, please. Packed run. And blade, don't block anyone.
God, that... that snare is just brutal. It's a good thing I didn't get packed on me. I don't know if I would have lived.
Get ready for pact and get ready for golem.
And golems. Blade, don't block anyone. And check for mortal affliction.
It's good.
Need to toss big heal in there.
Get ready for pact.
Liquid down.
Get ready for pact.
Toss is on 10%.
Full affliction. Blade.
Golems are up, just fight them away, and everyone stay on the bus and kill them. 100%. Okay, that was my
There it is.
What's the kill? Where's the dead?
Thank you, guys.
Not bad,
Thanks,
not
guys.
bad. Sitting at about 90 minutes. And that was with one wipe. It's not too shabby.
Good luck, everyone. Okay, that's
pass,
caster belt,
loot,
mage chair,
pass,
soldier,
pass,
urn,
pass.
file open to anyone. Tank belt, soldier tier, palm toss tally, and last but not least.
Should I roll on the tally? I kind of want to. It's definitely better than my
Congrats, winners.
shield in a lot of ways. Yeah, screw it. Why not? Bad roll. Oh, I got it anyways. Holy shit. That's some lucky shit. With a 30? Other people must not have rolled on it. That thing is nice. Pretty decent DPS for a 305 heal rating. Feels good, man.
Time for decisions, but I think I'm afraid I passed for memory cloud tonight. I'm sorry.
User disconnected from your channel.
I happen to know that Honey will run one on Crumb in an hour if anyone really wants to do it, but obviously on a different character.
If anybody's still awake.
Yeah, there's that.
Is she advertising on a global?
No, but if you call for her in global, she reads it, so that's an option.
What's the DPS difference between this and the shield? DPS can't really be
Just have to call
trusted. You gotta go to what, magic damage?
Is it like the Candyman in the mirror
or just kind of, or
yeah,
wisdom?
Probably.
798 spell damage.
User left your channel.
This is 830. Oh yeah, this is way better.
Or you could just lock their TS and ask if they need help or something.
Well,
Anyway, thanks for joining.
That's
and,
awesome.
Yeah, next week
Thanks, Rish.
we'll be on Crumb.
Woo! I've switched the bot.
Thank you all. Good night.
Night.
Good night.
User disconnected from your channel.
Alright, gang. I am starving. I'm gonna make some breakfast. Thanks for hanging out on this crazy-ass T4 run. Sorry about the one wipe, but we got it done. It was awesome hanging out with you guys and chit-chatting about the game. Should be on... I don't know about tomorrow. I might have some stuff to do during the day, but definitely next week. And we're going to be heading back to Crom soon, so we're going to be able to rotate some characters, work on some alts, do all sorts of crazy shit. So have an awesome weekend if I don't see you again, and cheers.
But that's a bit too long for me tonight, I think. Specifically since I told Honey that